Hello and welcome to another episode of Geekgo. Well, since it's nearly Halloween, let's take a look at a horror game. Ooh. Today we're going to take a look at Home, which is an indie game by Benjamin Rivers, which was released on the 1st of June 2012. Strange time to release a horror game. Anywho. The premise of this game is very simple. You wake up in a dark house and you see a dead body. What you do next is to find out, well, what the hell happened, and to get home and find your beloved wife. If you haven't noticed by now, the game's design and looks are heavily pixelated like it was an 8-bit game, or maybe 16-bit. However, don't let this fool you. Even with this limited graphic style, this game is very creepy and very thrilling indeed, because of its excellent sound design and excellent timing in events. Right at the start, the game recommends that you play it in a dark room with headphones on, and yes indeed, focusing all your senses on this game does make it a lot better experience. So either have headphones, or if you have your own projector and surround sound system, use that instead. That'd be just as creepy. While playing this game, it reminded me a lot of the early Resident Evil titles. Why? Because you walk around an empty house, searching for clues, you click on objects and see what the character has to say about them. And also this thing, when you open doors, it's the old classic loading screen from the Resident Evil titles. How cool. All of this exploration and isolation is very reminiscent of early survival horror titles. However, this game also reminds me of the new Resident Evil titles, because this game is split up into chapters. Now you might not see this, but every time you finish your environment or location, the door behind you locks up, and so you're just solving the puzzle in this new place, and you can't go back if you miss everything. Numerous times I've jumped down a hole or closed a door without realizing that I can't go back and look at the other rooms because I was still in that exploration mood, and well, I can't go back and explore anymore. That's slightly annoying. Also, this game thinks that going around a different area, just switching different switches, is considered a puzzle. On 2 occasions do you have to do this and go around the environment just pressing the different switches. It's sort of like collecting all the keys, and it's just really annoying since your character can't run or move very fast. While this does force you to explore the building, you're kinda in exploration mood anyway, and having to play through a second time and remembering that you have to press all these switches is just tedious and annoying. During the first playthrough, you might not notice the noise of these switches that much, but the second time around, you're just gonna dread that scene when you remember that next thing you gotta do is walk around pressing all these switches like an idiot. And now you might be wondering, why would you play this game a second time? Well, there is a slight replay value here. Without going into spoilers, the ending is heavily influenced by all of your actions. Depending on how many objects you pick up and how many clues you find, or how many objects you put away, or the different options you choose, whether to bury someone or to ignore someone or close their eyes or not, it changes the ending text. Now, I'm going to get into spoiler territory here. So before I do that, I'm just going to say, this game's atmosphere is brilliant, it's great for such a cheap game. If you like horror and thrillers and choose your own adventure type things for short experience, it might be worth $2, which is on Steam right now, so yeah, go ahead. So, spoiler warnings, I'm going to spoilers right now. Now here's the big problem. While this game encourages you to have multiple playthroughs, it doesn't really do much. Yes, doing different things might alter the end text a little bit, but after all, it's still up to your own interpretation, which is a big part of this game. It relies on your imagination for the horror parts to come out. However, playing it the second time is just tedious. Not only are those puzzles really annoying because they're not really puzzles and just fetch quests, all the horror elements are gone on the second playthrough. Why? Because you can't die. There's no enemies. No one chases after you. It's just you walking in a dark environment. It's about as scary as walking out into a forest at night with a few pavement lights. It's not scary. Also, depending what ending text you get, it's not too different. The difference is maybe you killed him, or someone else killed him, or it's all in your mind. Or, for my ending, I got the ending where my interpretation is that the player who's controlling the character made all this happen. The only reason why I had to play it a second time is because, well, this game has a big flaw. Yes, this is a short game and there's no save function whatever. You're meant to play it entirely in one sitting, which is fine, doesn't take too long, maybe about half an hour depending on what you do and how fast you do everything. But if you're at a location where you type in a password, for example right at the end, and then you thought, well actually I don't know the password, maybe I have to look around the house and search for clues, I'll press the escape button to exit the password screen. and then it quit my game. Son of a... Ugh. So I had to play the whole thing again and then walk through those stupid puzzle scenes. Yay! So be careful when you press the escape button, because you don't want to do that. And to me personally, the ending is also somewhat of a letdown, because the whole game is building up to you finding his wife, and maybe you do, maybe you don't. It's all kind of up to you. It even asks you a question right at the end if you find her or not, and it just doesn't do that much. And the narrative of this game pretty much feels like maybe an episode from the Twilight Zone or Tales from the Crypt. Maybe, who knows. Overall, this is a decent game for such a small price, and I hope this guy gets a lot of sales, because he can go on to make bigger indie games that aren't so indie anymore, and therefore it's not indie anymore. Yeah! But yeah, check it out if you like atmosphere, if you like reading stuff, because this is very similar to maybe reading a short thriller horror book. It's got that feel, got that atmosphere. Despite its very slow pace and stupid puzzles, it's worth a look. So head on to Steam and check it out. The limited editions are all out, and supposedly in the limited editions the only place they can get this secret passcode, which you can find on YouTube now anyways, and on this video like I'm showing now. Right, so thank you for watching, and... Huh? Why is there a dead guy in my living room? Did I kill him? Did someone else kill him? Is he just in my mind? Huh. This really is a mystery to be solved. Maybe I should walk around and look for clues. Nah, I'll just chuck him out the window. Do.
Oh my god, it's dead body right in front of me. First a Chinese vampire, then this. Jesus Christ, I gotta move out of this neighborhood. Oh god, it's horrible. What? The police? No, I didn't kill this man. Hey, wait, no.